the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson,
A beautiful view here of the rapid developments in City Place on the shores of Toronto Harbor. The Raptors look to take charge at the Air Canada Centre here in downtown Toronto. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer.
And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, great for the defense. That was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
And I don't blame them. They weren't going to be able to do anything about that one anyway, so discretion, the better part of valor there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Outside Aldridge. Left side Leonard from 12 feet out. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Lowry drives in. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
He got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Outside Leonard feeds it to Aldridge. Off the pick, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Toronto. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
It's stolen by Sullinger. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Outside Lowry. The feed to Sullinger. To the paint. Here's Thunder. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard attacking, and it's good. Fought through. Contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lowry passes to Sullinger. He kicks it to DeRozan. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Up the floor for the finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
Parker with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And that one's good by Aldridge.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
DeRozan passes to Foul. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
No good on the second free throw. Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to Indiana.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And, guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here is Lowry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Indiana.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Spurs leading by 7. Parker kicks to Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Jared Sullinger.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. Parker outside. Here's the dish to Aldridge. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Lowry drives in. Carroll, no one around him. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Carroll's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Outside, Green. To the inside. Leonard kicks to Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dishes it to DeRozan. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the night.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Parker outside. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Pass to Green. Puts up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Thunder passes to Sullinger. That's good.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Spurs leading by 8. There's the pick. Parker kicks to Green. Right side Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. And there's Green on the assist by Aldridge. Green's got 6 points.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Here's DeRozan. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And, Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Oh, and here comes Carroll all alone. That's good. 8 points for him.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
San Antonio leading. Parker drives in. Leonard kicks to Dedmon. Back to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Aldridge up on top. Pass to Dedmon. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Toronto calls timeout. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And here is Joseph. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Fernie. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Simmons dishes to Gasol. Clock at 6. Simmons passes to Lee. The rebound by Patterson.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Kicks it to Joseph. No one near him. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now the pass to Simmons. Clark gets to Gasol. The rebound by Gibson.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Passage to Simmons. Hit by Lee. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. San Antonio again missing. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And it's tied up with that one.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Here's Clark. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Out to the wing. Here's Verney, and he gets it to go from the corner. He's got 9. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Mills. His last outing, he had 8 points. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's a screen. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Mills can't hit. Outside DeRozan. Beyond the arc. And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same.
You know, we got a group of guys who came in and bought into the...
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gasol at the 5.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Inside, Sellinger, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sellinger's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
To the middle, here's Aldridge, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And that one's good.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling the pig. I mean, this is just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel. Stretching back to the break, here's how the Raptors have performed. 3rd in three-point shooting, 4th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league distributing the basketball as well. Not too shabby, room for improvement, but acceptable.
And it's their ranking in the three-point percentage that really catches my eye. A team stocked with some real sharpshooters. And when you can stroke it like that, the green light doesn't get any brighter.
Back to Leonard, the 19-foot shot, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 4 assists in the game. Raptors leading by 4. There's the screen. Pass to Thunder. He dishes it to Carroll. Over to the left wing. Poked away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And he's got the ball. We always like to break down the league leaders at their respective positions. So check out this group of small forwards with the highest field goal percentages since All-Star. Kawhi Leonard on top.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
The Raptors making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Outside Lowry. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Sullinger dishes to Lowry. To the inside. Feeds it to Smith. 5 on the clock. They set the screen. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Lowry. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And, you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistently.
Spurs trail by 4. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Parker kicks to Green. Shoots the 3. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Lowry with the ball. Now Green defending. The feed now to Carroll. Lots of room. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Aldridge misses.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
And Leonard gets it to go.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Green against Lowry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, Lowry is playing well. He has 8 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
This is his first free throw of the game.
They struggled a bit at the line earlier, but they found a nice comfort zone there now here in the second. They've been red hot from the strike. They've done better at the line this quarter. Right now, they're at a good percentage.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Green. He feeds it to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard draws the double. 18 feet out. Kept alive.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him. Yeah, that one put him over the limit. And if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Raptors. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last. And they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. A shot by Lowry, no good.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
Mills can't hit. Raptors leading by 10. The Raptors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved. Folks, this is winning basketball right here. I mean, you've got to knock down your free throws, and they're doing that.
Screen by Lee. Gasol up top. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn. Here's Mills. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And both free throws good for Mills.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
The dish to Gibson. Clark. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here's Lowry. He's got 12. Gibson the screen. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Lowry passes to Gibson, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Simmons. The rebound by Gibson.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Dishes it to DeRozan. He with the block. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and then Clark slams it in.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
The first free throw is good.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
San Antonio calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
And Simmons kicks to Lee. And he dunks it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you've come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Outside Lowry. Bernie covered by Mills. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Toronto.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
That 3 off the mark. Raptors leading by 10. Pass to Lowry. Lets it go from the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Simmons. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Toronto's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And it's DeRozan missing. Spurs trail by 12. Shoots from 12. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Clark's got his second bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Flushes it down to finish the break.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes Can't teach, Greg.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they generated the highest quality shots.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots. And he makes the first. Sullinger's checked in for the Raptors. Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry. Spurs also with the sub. Parker's checked in. Spurs trail by 8.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
He kicks it to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Parker.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Outside DeRozan. Step back shot. And released it in time, but it's up. So we've reached the end of the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance. The hometown Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He had 16 points, 8 assists, and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Jared Sullinger is out there with Thunder, and it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Aldridge. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Parker against Lowry. Aldridge drives in. Got a piece of it. Here's Sullinger. Outside Lowry. High arcing shot. Carroll against Leonard. To the left wing. Parker with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Tony Parker.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
DeRozan passes to Thunder. And the rejection by Leonard. Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Parker against Sullinger. Dedmon dishes to Aldridge, and he dunks it after the... Pick frees him up.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
The Raptors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. The drive by Lowry. Looking to end the run. Here's Thunder. The shot is off. Good D by Parker. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Leonard has been playing really well. He's got 16 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Raptors trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Sullinger with a screen for DeRozan. Sullinger right side. Clock at 4. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. It's stolen by Sullinger. Lowry against Parker. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. There's the pick. The pass to Sullinger. And now running up the court. Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Sullinger. Lowry against Parker. Outside Lowry. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Smith checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. 6 to shoot. And it's Smith penetrating. Green with the block. And that one's good. Terrell's got 17 now. For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Aldridge, the pass to Green. No good with the triple. Toronto trailing. Smith with it. Kicks to Carroll. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Corey Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry. And San Antonio also making a switch. Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Screen by Smith. Here's Patterson. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
From deep, Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got his third basket of the night.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Smith drives in. That's good.
Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect. Protect the ball perfectly.
The Spurs have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Passes it to Green. Gasol setting the pick for Green. Pass to Mills. There's the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Screen by Smith. Mills with the steal. Here's Leonard, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Smith with a screen on Gasol. Feeds it to Carroll. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seems. Seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Smith kicks to Patterson. Now here's Joseph, headed by Green. Joseph, the pass to Patterson. And again, Toronto no luck. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. It's stolen by Sullinger. Now here's Carroll. He's got 17. He dishes it to Smith. Patterson setting the pick for Smith. To the middle, outside for Sullinger. Over to the wing, 5 to shoot. Toronto working the ball around now. And Carroll gets it to go. San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Spurs have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
The feed to Joseph. There's the pick. Carroll dishes to Joseph. Pass to Sullinger. He kicks to Joseph. Pulls from the top of the key. Misses off the right iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Clark. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got his third rebound on the night. There's the dish to Joseph. Sullinger the screen. three-point range. Shot by Joseph, no good. And Simmons kicks to Clark, and he caps off the... fast break with a monster slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Patterson. And Joseph kicks to Patterson. Good D by Lee.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that one's good, Simmons.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Dishes to Patterson. Over in the corner, Sullinger. Back to Patterson. And that's not going to go. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Spurs as they wrap up the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Spurs leading by 13. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. They've got David Lee. Tony Parker is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Clark in at the small forward. There's the pick. Here's Verney. Buries it from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
He got right to the cup. In that screen. And that's 13 points for Tony Parker.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
It's tipped, but he gets it back. Here's Verney, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 19.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
To the right side. Here's Simmons. Stolen by Joseph. Here's Verney. No good on the three.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
Patterson a screen on Parker. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. That's good. He's got 22.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Clark. DeRozan defending. Clark, the pass to Parker. Puts it up from 7. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Parker's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Lowry against Parker, and it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Patterson, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Now running, here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. DeRozan's shot is good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now. Outside
Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 9 assists now tonight.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Lowry. Here's Thunder, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
The Raptors making a switch here. Sullinger's checked in.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Aldridge wide open, he fires. And another basket for San Antonio.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for Toronto, Kyle Lowry.
Free throw dropped for Kyle Lowry. And so Lowry nails both of them.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Parker kicks to Lee. Inside. Aldridge dishes to Lee. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Lowry against Parker. Outside Lowry. Shoots off the step back, and he gets it to go. Lowry's got 24.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Green kicks to Parker. And another basket for San Antonio.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the pass to Thunder. DeRozan in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Damari Carroll's checked in for Toronto. The Spurs also with the sub. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Lee. Parker against Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Parker with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Green leading the charge.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Spurs leading by 11. Parker kicks to Green. And here is Parker. Gasol a screen. Parker passes to Gasol. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shooting.
That free throw good from Gasol.
Gasol taking 2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Raptors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Carroll kicks to Sullinger. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's DeRozan. Green with the block. Second. Chance shot. Shot is no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Leonard draws the double. It's Parker top of the key. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And the Spurs lead by 15. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Carroll with a screen for DeRozan. Right side Lowry. Releases from the wing and drills it. Lowry's got 10 points in just the second half.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Gasol, a screen on Lowry. Parker dishes to Gasol, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
And the Raptors call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for the rest of this game. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
All right, Doris, inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. And, oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. It's blocked. And that's out of... bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Toronto ball.
Three-pointer.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him. Kevin, defensively, they're giving a better effort here in the second half. I mean, they seem to be settled down. They're communicating. They're working together, and that allows you to play good D.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
There's the bucket. Good.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
San Antonio leading by 13. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gasol. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. A lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Now Lowry got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. And here's the fast break. Stolen away. Nice. Job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. On the wing, DeRozan. Lowry for three. That's good. Lowry's got 9 points in the quarter.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's Murray.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Spurs.
You're right, Steve. This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier. And now, Clark, they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win it easily.
I think this epitomizes the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance of never doubting your teammates, your coaches. This team stayed together. I really like what I've seen here tonight. They definitely earned this.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Parker. You look at the energy.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Tony Parker. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
Tony Parker is putting on a show. The Sabone Assassin does it again.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille